Thank you, Admiral Ryan, for that great introduction to our cybersecurity panel. We appreciate your remarks. At this time, let me introduce Chris Carter, Information Security Analyst at the Port of Vancouver, USA. Chris will be leading this cybersecurity panel. Take it over, Chris.
Thank you. We have a great panel today assembled of industry experts to discuss the important subject of cybersecurity. Today, it seems like we can't go a week without a major news headline detailing a cyber attack. These attacks impact both personal and business life. Today's panel discussion will talk about challenges we face going forward with some questions you can take back to your respective organization to help keep you secure. We will leave some time at the end of the panel for questions from the audience. And with that, I will get started with our discussion. First question I have today for our panelists are, what cybersecurity challenges do you see ahead in the next few years in the maritime industry? And I will start with Stephen.
Well, yeah, that's a kind of quite a loaded question on there. I think ransomware is going to continue to be the issue that we're facing. I think that's pretty common as we move forward on that, because that's something we definitely look at, because that's going to grow. It's been growing into the maritime industry more and more over the last several years. You can just Google all the different hits that have hit our industry that had been sort of immune to it up until probably about 3 or 4 years ago, for the most part. But I think some of the challenges that I look at is how do we get after the threats faster? So we get a lot of noise, we get a lot of analyst stuff. So we're looking really hard at how we can use AI, how we can use machine learning, how can we identify and then react faster. I think that's where we want to try to go, because it's inevitable we're going to get hit with something, but we want to get after it as fast, then isolate, right, and then be able to fight through the threat. I think that's sort of what I can see is improving, but utilizing AI and machine learning so that we can get after some of this stuff quicker and identify these threats faster.
All right, thank you. Chris, do you have anything to add on challenges?
I echo exactly what Stephen said at the end there. We definitely need to get faster and quicker. The threats are now coming at us at the speed of light, and we can't go and continue to work and be accepting of a breach being recognized or an attack being recognized 40 days after it's occurred. It has to happen within hours. If not within hours, needs to be done in minutes, because that's how fast things move. It really helps when organizations are sharing information. It really that helps, and that we could sit there and say, oh, we've seen it at our port, tell the other ports, and they're looking, oh, we found it too. And it gives a chance to get ahead of the problem before it does become a problem.
All right, thank you. Paul, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I think there are multiple things that worry me. The biggest thing is targeted attacks against actual vessels at sea. We've been pretty successful in assessments and penetration tests in getting on board shipboard networks from companies' shoreside networks, despite their firewalls, and access to things like the charts in the chart plotter, seeing things like wireless keyboards at a company where you can just sit in the parking lot, gather all the credentials, start injecting traffic, stuff like that. And it's really difficult for people to budget for actual protections, but I think on-vessel protections are really a necessary thing, as well as shoreside and obviously port facilities. We did I was talking to one of our pen testers yesterday who broke into somebody's IP video cameras and started using those to attack other things on the network. we just don't have a good end-to-end picture of what needs protecting when. On vessel, you've got more and more automation, more and more data, and just like the Colonial thing where their data was the injection point into the OT network, you see that on vessels. So, the more you want to automate for efficiency, the more you want to automate to get new capabilities, the more vulnerability surface you introduce in the environment. And sooner or later, we're going to start seeing a lot more targeted attacks against vessels specifically. The adversaries are out there. They started doing the same thing in the energy sector 6-7 years ago. We're going to see it in the maritime sector. And when they do that, it's going to be a targeted attack. So it's going to be sort of tailored to the victim. More than just the generic, here's a new ransomware family you have to worry about. And that's really difficult because in that case, information sharing doesn't get you a lot other than threat rate and sort of the targeting story.
All right, thank you. The next question I have for the panel is, how has the COVID-19 pandemic changed cybersecurity? Has the shift to remote or hybrid workforce opened up the door to more attacks? And how can staffing or training address this new environment? Paul, would you like to start with this one?
Sure. So I think there are both advantages and disadvantages to the pandemic from my perspective. Obviously, the disadvantage is you have people working from home with insecure home routers and things like that going into your corporate networks. But on the advantage side, surprisingly, what used to be a really hard sort of let's do a remote install of some security equipment in your environment, or let's do a remote assessment and introduce, one machine and come in from the internet, used to be a really hard thing to push to people. Now there's zero pushback at all because people just can't get into places. So, if you got a dry dock in Singapore, instead of having to fly somebody there, we can ship a box, get it through customs, get it on the network, and start doing the work pretty much immediately. Instead of waiting, a couple of weeks to get everybody scheduled and on a plane and travel, all that stuff. But definitely it is challenging in that more people are working from home, and those home environments are often significantly less secure than the corporate environments, which frankly haven't all been all that secure either. So.
Okay, thank you. Chris, would you like to chime in?
Sure. So I arrived at Port of Houston 1 week before they decided they were going to go and send everybody home, work from home. And being the first information security hire, I pretty much had to accept what the ball was when it was going on. But the thing was being able to sit there and identify areas of risk and pointing that out to leadership, saying there's some things we can do to improve what is in the ball. And it has helped. And, big part of that was security awareness, making people aware of the vulnerabilities or the potential issues they could have by working remotely. And that, there's ways to reduce that risk by, just following a few simple steps, within their own personal computers or within the work computers that they brought home. There's things like that. The information helped reduce the risk. And I don't think we'll see work from home going away anytime soon. I think it's something a lot of organizations are now finally deciding that we're going to have to continue on with it, even though a lot, maritime industry, a lot of mentality of butts and seats in the office. We pay for an office, we expect people to be there, but they're finding that might be saving a little bit of money, and we're getting the same job done that we got done before we started working from home.
Thank you. Stephen?
Yeah, we got quite a few different things here. So I think from, the working from home